Greetings from Hominem Damatorium. I'm Deadwall.
Magic Bastard.
And Elz.
We are reading 100 Questions for Atheists, Part 3. So far, we're down to the morality questions.
We're almost on to section 2.
Yeah. So far, it's been one brain-numbing question after another. Let's proceed.
Alright, number 3. When you say it's wrong for you to impose your morals on me, aren't you trying to impose your morals on me by saying that?
No.
Okay, number 4.
No, I'm just like, it's very simple. No, because when you're trying to say you have to live by my book, that is you imposing your morals. Me saying you don't have the right to do that is not taking any rights from you. It is not making any impositions on you. You still have the right to try to convince me that I might want to live by your rules. But you don't have the right to take away my rights. So no, it's not the same thing.
Number 4. How about this one? There is no such thing as right or wrong. Is that right or wrong?
That's, again, I think I covered that with answer 1. There is such a thing as right or wrong. There's what's good for the greater good and what's not so good.
Number 5. Here's another good one. All truth is a matter of one's own opinion. Just like I prefer chocolate over vanilla. That is subjective and appropriate for personal preferences, like food. But that same rationale breaks down when applied to objective truths such as morality.
And actually, no. All truth is not a matter of one opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're not entitled to your own facts. Just like, no matter how much you want it to be, 2 plus 2 will never answer banana.
And bacon will never be good for your cholesterol levels.
Yeah.
No matter how delicious it is.
No matter, yeah. And you'll never be able to breathe underwater, although I encourage people who think this is a great argument to go try. I'm kidding.
On that note, number 6. You cannot say, that was a wonderful dinner party. And in the same breath, speaking of Hitler's murdering 6 million innocent people, say, that was a wonderful Holocaust. Let's do it again soon.
Who would equate that shit?
Apparently this guy.
Or girl, whoever it is.
No, I thought I saw the author. It was a male name.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. They're equating that shit.
Yeah, no, nobody's ever done that. Well, no, I'm sorry. There are skinheads. There are neo-Nazis. There are some Holocaust deniers. There are people out there who might have done that, but it's not because they're atheists. This guy is trying to poison the well and just make all us atheists look like amoral baby eaters.
Right. Number 7. A relativist would argue everybody can believe whatever he wants. Why then are they trying to get us to believe what they want?
Again, that's kind of half right. You can believe what you want. And I'm not trying to mandate that Christians stop believing. I would like it if they came to their own conclusion and stopped being religious. But all I really want is for them to stop trying to make all of us live off of their book of law.
Right. Trying to enforce it.
Right. Because, and again, they try to make it seem like there's this dichotomy between it's either you're a Christian or you're an atheist. No. There is not even going into the fact that there's 30,000 denominations of Christian. There's how many main religions right now? Hindu, Muslim, I believe Sikhs are actually something different altogether than both Hindu and Muslim.
They are. They're more of a pantheistic religion.
Yeah, then there's also Christians, there's Catholics. If you want to count it, there's atheists and people that call themselves agnostics. There's deists, there's pagans, there's Wiccans.
Yeah, that's only at the beginning. Number 8. The relativist claims that everyone should be free to do whatever he pleases, he or she. Ask the same person how he or she feels if someone cuts in the line in front of him or her.
Okay, first of all, that's what a libertarian says, not a relativist. First of all, again, I guess I'd have to talk to someone who identifies as a relativist, because, again, things can be both relative and be an absolute.
My whole thing is just don't be a dick.
Like the speed of light is both relative and absolute.
Yeah. Number 9. Suppose a relativist comes home to find his or her home has been burglarized. His wife or husband and children have been beaten, raped, and then murdered. Do you think you would hear, oh well, who am I to impose my views on this person? Tolerance is what we need here. His views on robbery, rape, and murder are just as valid as mine.
Oh.
Again, well, no, there actually is people. There's a guy out there that tried to say that we should make rape legal on private property.
No.
Yeah, there's douchebags out there, but he's not even an atheist. He's a pickup artist. He claims that it... Actually, no, I think he... Yeah, but I think he may have actually been a Christian, but his claim was that if people... I'll have to look it up. He claimed that if there was that chance that the people knew that you could get raped and the guy would get away with it, that women would not go back to the house of a guy unless they were absolutely certain they were willing to sleep with them, is his premise. But I'm like, no, that's bullshit.
Okay, speed it up. We only have 4 more questions to do. Number 10. How about philosophers who read books that say life has no meaning? Are these books meaningful?
It depends on what meaning they take from it. But then again, I don't find much meaning in philosophy anyway.
Number 11. How can college professors tell their students there are no absolutes when it comes to right and wrong, and then turn around and grade their papers? Whose standard will they use to determine my grade, his or mine?
About the correct ones?
Yeah,
Nah.
facts.
Yeah, again, they're trying to equate facts with opinions, and it's not the same thing.
Number 12. If there is no such thing as absolute moral truth, would you mind if your spouse was relatively faithful?
Me personally, it depends. I do not see her sleeping with a woman as cheating, so that would be considered relatively faithful, and I'd be perfectly okay with that. But that is because we had a discussion and talked it out.
For me, I just don't care where my lady gets her appetite, just as long as she comes home to eat.
Well, they're basically saying, would you be okay with your spouse sleeping around?
She sleeps around with another chick, that's fine by me.
Again, they had the discussion. If you decided to marry a woman and she absolutely had such a high libido she needed to sleep around, and you knew this going into starting to date her, and then later on, you would have to have that discussion with her. Either she has to close the relationship, or you would have to decide if you're okay with her having an open relationship with her. But then if you did, that would be your choice.
Yeah. For me, I'd just say, if you need more sex than your partner can provide, learn to masturbate better.
Okay, real quick. Would it bother you if your bake statements were relatively accurate? No, that's their freaking job. Their job is to actually get your statements correct. You're actually putting your money into their company and all that.
And this is still going off the false premise that people who think things can be relative don't think there's such thing as an absolute.
Well, anyways, this is the end of part 3. Watch for the next video for section 2, morality.